Why don't you see if she's even in there first?
Yeah, that was my next thing.
You were still going to have to figure out a way past that jet. You're gonna have to do some dexterous shit to get over this.
Also,
jet.
if she's
or like
if she's
get on
over,
like the ground and like start prone wiggling your ass beneath it.
yeah, and if she's over there and we're on this side, yeah, that's not a good idea.
Hey, I can do stuff from here.
Like,
Yeah, I can't.
Like the passageway really is like small, so much that you are sort of having to bend your knees a bit so that you aren't hitting the ceiling with your head. It isn't until you get to this open area that you can actually stand fully, and this chain pretty much is a physical presence blocking your pathway. You'll either have to do some sort of dexterous acrobatic thing to get past it, fine, or you'll have to get on your tummy and wiggle.
She will try to go through it, kind of trying to, again, contort her body to fit through it better.
This is definitely a dexterity-based one.
I can do dexterity.
So you do a whole lot of escape artist type stuff, like, as an assassin, I need to, like, wiggle my body into a tiny mayonnaise jar so that I need to...
to ambush the next person opening the jar, as I have done before in my past.
I'm not sure I'm willing to believe the contortionist escape artist for your background.
Okay, then just straight up dexterity.
Yes, you managed to do it just fine.
All these 20s, man.
Made it look flawless, as if it didn't bother you at all.
I guess Tempus.
Oh, there was a chain there, huh?
And take a quick look inside.
Well,
Trying to look for traps along the way.
Do you want Tempus to come with
Take a
you
quick
first?
look while attempting to look for traps. Okay.
Well, as quick as she can while looking for traps.
Alright. You can take another 25 points of damage.
Good.
As an arrow here. Yes. This
I
one hits you
expected
in the
nothing
arm.
less.
Yes. And Aurelia can get a full look for herself. Yes, the cavern does certainly open out to be much wider here. And that is why the ranges here are far narrower. And they're far wider, as in this is still nearby. Appears to be a practice dummy here. Some nice magic lights here, although small in nature. Appears to be some kegs. Maybe like a basket of like unused clothes. You've got 2 crates over here. A fireplace which does appear to have been active less than a day ago. Like a little board here that you can shoot arrows into. A bow. Kettle. Got like a washboard. Here's a small pool down here. And then like some weaponry and some clothes.
Quick peek around the corner.
Okay. You peek around the corner. Appears
Good.
to be another crate and some foodstuffs.
She'll turn back to the rest and say, I do not wish to explore this too closely, but it does not seem like there's a back entrance.
Then
Nor does it
perhaps
seem like she is here.
you should not
Never mind.
have entered my home if you did not wish to explore this very closely. And none of you should move right now. Domino here appears from around the corner. She is holding her twin blades. Her hair is extremely wet, and you'll notice that water is dripping around her. Her armor sort of been hastily put on, like she just freshly got out of the pool here, when maybe she heard all of the noise and clatter. And maybe the player characters could have caught her completely by surprise, unarmored and without weapons. But that's in an alternate universe.
And Aurelia's over there alone.
The tall and muscular woman gives her condescending, like, sneer towards Aurelia and says, I have no business with you. Are you one of those sent to hunt after me?
Not exactly, although there are some questions that we wish you to answer.
We?
Oh, I'm not alone here. That would be foolish.
Can we act while this conversation is going on?
You can
She's kind of trying to stall here for you guys.
You can attempt to. What do you guys want to do over there?
Geráck will be an anchor for the rope, so Tempus can get across.
Well, we'll give you folks like a turn's worth of actions to do stuff before the conversation continues. Tempus, go ahead and make a strength-based skill check to get yourself using the power of the rope over this pit.
Okay, surely Survivor. For this one, having to go over death pits regularly while getting shot at by crossbows.
Seriously, how the fuck were these goddamn Dwarven games constructed? Sure, you can use it, just what the fuck? Yeah, you managed with that rope there. That would have been a failure otherwise. Isn't that right, Train? You managed to get yourself over that. That's you doing something. I know what Geráck's doing. Dwohurim?
Oh, I mean, over this thing? God damn it.
Geráck is holding a rope for you.
You know, there's a rope,
It
but
is.
he's not very strong, though. And he hasn't really done a whole lot of rope climbing and shit, so... He's really not into this sort of... Could you not just go and he would stand here and hold the rope?
I mean,
That would be better, he thinks.
if you can hold up my weight, sure.
I probably can't.
Yeah. Maybe you and the death speaker can, but
You know, maybe we can.
Death Speaker like looks then, so just shakes his head and says,
Yeah.
you're
Well,
not
you
gonna
can
do it,
jump.
right?
If I jump here, I fall in the hole with spikes. I don't want that to happen.
The attempt to jump it is not as bad for you. You're a dwarf. You're not as tall. You won't bang your head against the ceiling.
Alright.
It's still a little difficult because you don't have a whole lot of wiggle room, but at least you have the height clearance to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Tempest
Go out of the way,
didn't.
Tempest. Move, Tempest. There we go. And Geráck will get a running start and jump.
All right, 1d20 plus your level plus a strength modifier.
Right? I don't think I have a background for jumping pits.
The long distance like dwarven jump champion.
Yeah.
When I was preparing to finish the
bullshit,
castle, with
bullshit,
that-
dwarven noble shit.
Dwarf
Competitions.
scouts. All dwarves have to go to.
Yeah, dwarven noble competitions of strength. And, yeah.
go ahead and make the roll.
Oh fuck.
That is a failure. Da-da-da-da. There is a loud clanking and clatter of even more metal and just like all sorts of terrible things as Geráck misses the jump and goes tumbling down into the pit and takes 18 points of damage. You are now 3 meters deep in a pit, sort of like precariously balanced on a tarp and wooden spikes that are kind of like broken through like cracks in your armor and have like pierced you. And God, it's a god awful racket. Absolutely awful racket. Alright, well that's your actions for a bit. Back to the conversation here. The bounty hunter blinks and says, Tempus, like quirks her head in like confusion. If anything, I thought you would appreciate the dwarven merchant's death, given how he was trying to kill all of you, you stupid Like she shakes her head rapidly.
Aurelia blinks. Who says that we are here to avenge his death?
Why don't you spare us this racket of a terrible entryway and come out here to talk to us? This
Why?
would really make us much more friendly, I think.
Why don't you get out of the home I have made here in these abandoned caverns?
We want to talk to you.
You could have maybe waited at the tavern? Left a message?
There was no indication that you would come back.
Other than the fact that I've been... Why am I trying to reason with you? You're the one who's invading my home. Alright, you kids over here. If you want to take, like, actions and stuff, you can do so again.
I'm gonna start climbing up.
Okay, give me a...
Tempest will give a hand.
Alright,
Alright.
Tempest.
I would-
You make a strength check.
I do not have a background for helping dwarfs out of pits.
You do not have... No, Survivor of the Dwarven Games does not qualify. Okay. Go ahead and make me a strength-based skill check with a +2 bonus, Geráck.
Alright.
Okay, you barely succeed, so I'm going to give you the choice. Either Geráck gets knocked down by Tempus and falls back into the pit, or Geráck climbs up and Tempus falls down to the pit. That's a choice for you, Goger. Who's taking the fall here?
Oh, fucking hell. Tempest only has 2 more recoveries. I'm falling again.
Okay, Tempus, in his attempt to help you, does a vain effort, but then, like, all of your massive, like, weight, like, nearly rips his arm out of his socket, and you, like, using him for balance, he lets go, you fall back down.
I
And
can't
take
believe this shit.
another 23 points of damage on the incredibly sharp, perhaps poisoned... Nah, you're probably fine. Nah, it's probably not, like... Nah, you're probably good.
Oh, God.
Well, that's Tempus and the dwarf. Dwohurim. Death Speaker's like looking at he's like looking at him, just shaking his head.
Dwarf's not going in there. He instead finds the basilisk oil he has and just sort of looks at it contemplatively. If we need her out, we can get her out.
All right, back to the conversation where like Domino is just she's actually out of words right now. She's just blinking at like the sounds of all of the clatter and just staring at Aurelia like, fucking really?
Well, Aurelia also kind of looks in the direction, embarrassed. We, as I said, merely wish to talk. We know that you are a bounty hunter. You hunt bounties, and that is a profession, I suppose. We are merely interested in who gave you this particular job to silence Feral the Raw.
Why, who else would it be other than the Black Fang, of course?
Exactly. We wish to find a particular person in the Black Fang in Newport, and you seem to have connections to them.
I wanted to join them. That's why I did that. I don't have any connections. I'm not even a part of the bounty hunter. And for this particular case, assassin.
I do think that you have still much to learn if you... Never mind.
Like, Domino, like, blinks again. Are you lecturing me in my own home? While you're standing here alone but not alone?
You have crimes to answer for.
Alright, back away from the conversation. Back to you, kids. Death Speaker's still looking at Dwohurim like, I ain't doing shit.
Once again, Geráck will try to climb out, this time not accepting Tempest's help.
Tempus is currently like
calls
nursing
out,
his arm.
Death Speaker calls out, maybe you should use the rope!
Well, I
It's
assumed
already
I
attached-
did last time, but...
It's already attached to the chain, Tempus. Throw it down there at him.
I still thought he was holding on to it personally, but there we go. Down.
Okay.
Got
I
knocked
will
loose
climb
with
using the
fall.
rope.
Okay. Do
I
it.
thought I had it last time, but okay.
Well, you would have succeeded on that D20 roll, and you did succeed on that D20 strength check. Here, go ahead and roll again for me.
Plus anything?
No, it's plus 12, plus what you got.
Alright.
Well, it's pretty damn good.
Alright, Geráck, you're gonna take damage one more time, and then you'll be able to get yourself out of this damn hole. It's gonna be another 11 points of damage.
That's not too bad.
You want to do anything, Tempus?
Tempus is gonna try and get through this thing.
Alright, go ahead and give me a dexterity-based skill check to, like, acrobatics your way across, essentially. Because there's not a whole lot of room here.
Alright, so that would be plus 5. A background, sound good?
Yeah, sounds fine. Why not? You survived everything.
So far.
Wait,
You succeed.
No, that's plus 3. Sorry, it should be plus 5, plus 5, plus 5, so it should be 34 anyway.
Yeah, you make it. You make it away across. You can go over there and join Aurelia.
Dwohurim would look at the Death Speaker and just say,
This is a leisure. I say now, this is a leisurely walk. She's not walking over on force.
there has to be another way in. She's not going through that every single time she comes home. Could you check the passage south? I'll check the passage north, see if there are any secret ways or such.
Death Speaker will nod and say, "Ah, sure." And you'll begin to walk his way south. You can go ahead and move your square north once.
Go north here.
And you can stop moving.
Oh.
Oh no, what?
No. What is this?
Dwohurim walks all by his own, peeks his head around the corner, looking for secret passages, because why wouldn't the wizard decide to go off on his own and reveal secret little passages? It's a small creature, maybe a meter tall at best, beardless dwarf maybe, who's had all the air let out of her. The cap on her head is so encrusted with the blood, it might be decades, if not a century old, that it's been soaked in this old blood. Speaking of which, her eyes are a similar color. No pupils, just solid orbs of crimson as they peer at you. Not too shabbily dressed for a gnome, beardless, dwarf-like looking creature, but she has this massive, like, hooked nose, almost as if it were like a beak, and lipstick, along with beautiful, gleaming teeth, which glitter perhaps in the faint light that has been created by, you being a wizard and all. And she says,
"Oh, hello there, pretty. I didn't expect to see you here. You aren't done with Domino, are you? I'd like a chat."
So, done with her. Are you waiting in line?
Oh, yes. I'm here to take her, me and my companions, if you don't mind.
Oh, I'll ask the others if they're done. Yes.
Splendid, thank you, dear.
Not especially in the walk, but he'll signal sort of to the death speaker to get stop whatever you're doing.
like, he's about to, keep walking, and, he turns and, looks at you.
Pale face. As he walks
Flailing
up,
arms.
looks at Tempus, sort of basically waving, maybe
Meanwhile,
slight
this
lights and stuff.
conversation, Domino, cranes her and oh, good. So glad you could join us. Now, Tempus, I thought if anyone would appreciate the fact that an individual who wanted you alive to sell for your worth, it would be you who would appreciate that. Thrilled all being dead and all.
Indeed. Thank you very much for that. And excuse me, someone's trying to get my attention.
You two,
Tempest walks
just
off.
he sort of looks over the path and says, you should not be in there anymore.
Oh?
Excuse me?
The people coming for they're here now, and they're not. We do not want to. We should just.
Can I Tempest figure
The
out?
gesture sort of to the way out,
I make it a roll to attempt to interpret Dwohurim Harsca. I don't think Survivor of the Dwarven Games prepares you.
Right, so this is wisdom, right?
We'll say intelligence based.
Okay, intelligence +2 +5. Yep, I know. Yep, Aurelia, we need to go
exactly
now.
what everything means. Yes.
Aurelia, we need to go.
He sort of
right
gestures.
now.
Basically, Dwohurim is trying to say, try to not think of and say things.
Yes.
Tempest,
Maybe that's a hint enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Oh, I follow what you're saying here. Aurelia, we need to go now.
Domino rushes over. Wait, what? She moves over and peers her head down the
Dwohurim
hallway.
says Dwohurim completely pale, no. You stay in there. We do not want you to come with us. We need to go. There's others coming. We don't want to be here when they said they were in a hurry, and we had our time talking to you. They were patiently waiting. So
Now, by the way.
yes, climb up on this side. I think.
Yes, you would successfully succeed.
Look, let's do this
Domino's blinking confusion. She looks over at Aurelia, in a moment of camaraderie. You're the fuck does this mean?
Aurelia basically has probably the same expression that Domino has at the moment, basically voicing, I don't know what's happening,
And then
but I need to go.
all of you will hear this.
Hello, Domino. I have been looking for you, and you have been so hard to find.
Domino will actually blink back here, and her face will grow pale and says, "Oh no. Oh no. You led her to me."
I take it you know your visitor?
Yes.
And like
A
she
little
like peeks
shudder
around the
slightly and sort
corner.
of steps back. Nope. Sort of just
It's like, and like, peers around the corner, like smiling into her. It's like,
I wouldn't have been able to find you, my pretty, were it not for your other visitors. That's why I asked politely whether they were done with you.
Can we have a few moments more? Yes.
the smile remains on her face.
Oh, yes, sure. You got here first. I'll take my time. But I'll be having her.
Good. Can I take a
He
recovery then?
gives her a smile.
You do not have time for a quick rest right now.
I will.
He looks to the others.
Ugh.
Looks to Domino.
Domino, who's like shaking her head rapidly in denial now. Like the sword's like kind of lowered. Like she can't believe this is happening.
If there was another way out from this cave, if ever there had been, I so wish there would have been, so that my friends could get out of there a little faster, not take up all this fine lady's time.
Domino gives the defeated look, you don't even have to make a skill check, of someone who does not have an alternate way out of here.
Well, why would she ever not have one? This is ridiculous. How do you get through this every single day? God.
But the funky bars.
She's really athletic and strong.
Well, Aurelia will kind of try to give Dwohurim a look, asking, "Can we take whatever is coming?"
She will get Dwohurim's like, he doesn't want to say how bad it is because that's probably the word. So he doesn't even want to think about it. He just just gives her a smile and attempting to convey to Tempus, who seems to get everything, that like this is maybe the thing out there in the water. This is just a couple magnitudes worse, and that he will be going now. So
looks back to
don't
Aurelia.
linger too long, because he seems to be very patient with us right now, letting us leave, which is very nice. So let's not waste our time.
Tempus will turn, look to Aurelia, and with a simple gesture, finger to neck, and points at Domino, and then us, if we don't dally quicker. With his fingers, he gestures with fingers that we all need to go.
Two ways here. We could either help her fight this thing or leave and let it kill her. Either way, we have a bit of conversation time, because she seems to be very patient right now. So if you want to ask Domino questions, probably do it now.
Well, since Aurelia is only getting very cryptic messages from everyone, she will simply turn to Domino and in a whisper ask, "How bad?"
Domino like unhinges her jaw to like try and say something, and like nothing comes out at first, and then say,
You can't leave me alone. I'll tell you whatever you want. Don't leave me alone in here, please.
like she starts pleading with Aurelia.
Aurelia
Good things, that Thomas.
considers for a moment.
She has information we need.
Then get it.
Not gonna get it unless she's not gonna tell us anything now because she's dead anyway.
But Aurelia will turn to the others, kind of her stance shifting a bit, clearly indicating that she would rather fight this thing. As she kind of nods towards Domino and tries to say that she is somewhat important to us. So
Yeah, Geráck is with you, and he doesn't want to jump that shit again.
I'm on this side now. I'm staying. God damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
Whom looks down to the death speaker. Seems to be staying his fair way away.
The speaker doesn't like see anything. It doesn't see or say anything, and then you hear like your alarm sprite go. And then, like, up here to the north, you hear, "Oh dear, I told them not to trigger that. You back there!" And, like, you hear, like, some scurrying, like, away down the hallway.
Room gestures for Death Speaker to come over here.
The speaker, he, like, looks down the hallway, and then with great speed that you've not seen him before,
Room looks at him and says, so either we can leave this woman here and not have to do anything, just leave this place, never come back, or we can all fight whatever that is.
the speaker, like, tilts his head and says, "I mean, couldn't we just, like, leave her here, and then, like, wait a day in, like, the village, and then come back and maybe
Talk to her
leave
ahead,
like, some
maybe?
notes or something?" Yeah.
Like, we don't really need her, do we? Durham really doesn't like being on this side of this whole defense thing right now, because he, this is not at all what
And,
he
and
wants.
the other wizard is so in Dwohurim's court. Unfortunately, the other wizards are fucking NPCs, so what does his opinion matter, right?
We can quickly do sort of a little bit of a sorry, but I gotta go soon sort of emotion, like make
Well, Tempus
somehow-
will understand perfectly, so Tempus can, like, translate.
like, I might be Tempus. I'm so sorry, friend, but I cannot get over this whole safe. Probably.
You,
Beyond that, we will all die.
Frantic,
We should not-
gesturing towards Geráck to do something. Put your shield on the spikes or something. Come on.
The alarm bleeding stops, and Dwohurim and Death Speaker, no one else, hears this very soft cooing sound.
There you go. Isn't that better?
Sort of his eyes sort of one sort of open, the other one sort of narrowed down as he hears it. Sort of just looks at him. Oh, like he sort of bends his back a little bit, hairs racing on his back, sort of hearing this sort of very, very creepy.
And then, like, the pixie sprites, like, in your backpack start, like, mumbling,
Maybe you can leave her with us. Yeah, she sounds pretty nice. I want to see her. I want to see her.
He looks to the others. He's like, if you want him over there, it's time to declare that this is the final stand where we all die, or he's out of here. This is not something he wants at all. This is not pleasant. See?
Right,
Fake-
like a
fake
train.
rates.
Like, metagame? Are you guys sure you want to do this?
I don't know what's out there. I mean, I
Think
It's-
of all
it's-
the things she
it
can
is.
tell us.
Damn intimidating. I
We-
can tell
we
you
can
that.
we can make her our double agent. Think about
What
that
makes, you
possibility.
think, what makes you think we're not just going to get sieged in here?
She has food. We can last a while.
Great plan.
she has food to feed her. Her rations are not built for sieging. This entire place is not built for sieging. Probably because you triggered all the traps.
So ask her what the hell she plans to do, because if her plan is terrible,
So-
we're not going to die with her. Yeah?
as a paladin, I wouldn't really suggest this, but we can get back later and use the death speaker to talk to her ghost and get the
that-
information that way.
Her
You
head
are
might
assuming
not
that they're
be
going to
here.
leave
The
us
Death
out
Speaker
here.
mumbles, "Well, if they take her with them, then we...
They might.
Like, I don't know what they want to... And then, like, he stops talking, and then, like, he swivels southward, and then you hear, and Dwohurim will see this too.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just looking around a bit. Please keep talking.
And the Death Speaker, like, nervously, like, tries to back up into Dwohurim.
Her backs a little up himself. It's like over here.
So is there a way we can attach the rope to the other side so you can get across easily?
Is there where you can get across this to this side easily?
No.
Well, then take your time and get over here.
Tempus can try and like shimmy over to try and like give Geráck a good push, like he's on a swing.
You gotta push me into the pit? No,
Like-
I don't think so.
Like, it
So, you
seems
know,
like
get-
Aurelia and Geráck want to stay. What does Tempus want? Because he's
Tempus would like to keep you guys safe, really.
I mean, that's not happening. Like by staying, definitely.
So,
Uh,
Grimith, I have a question. Quickly. Would this thing, this piece of wood right here, fit over the pit?
Yes.
Let's do that then. Aurelia will hurry over, get the wood thing, and push it towards Geráck and Tempus.
Okay.
Also, it hasn't been enough time for me to get a recovery here.
No, you have no opportunity to take a quick rest right now. You aren't relaxing. This isn't relaxing. Argue to me how this is relaxing for you enough to be able to use a recovery.
Geráck doesn't care enough, so he's relaxing.
He doesn't care enough. You're
Living
making,
in death, whatever.
like you're
I've
doing a
given up.
terrible job of being
He's given
apathetic
up.
here.
Good die either way.
Alright.